Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and as you can tell by the title, I am creating Cinderella. And I'm not just creating any Cinderella, I'm creating Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella in honor of Disney Plus finally releasing this video on their streaming network. I decided what better time than now than to create Cinderella, the one that we all know and love. At least that's my favorite Cinderella. That Cinderella stars Brandy and the legendary late Whitney Houston, as well as Whoopi Goldberg and other wonderful people. So I will just be creating Cinderella in this video, but if you do want to see me create the other characters in here as well, look forward to that in a different video, so subscribe so you don't miss that upload. Okay, so right here, I'm having the hardest time trying to figure out the nose. I don't know, maybe I'm just too particular, but obviously I was modeling Cinderella off of Brandy because she's the one who played it, and I just couldn't, like, the face was the hardest part because it's not a cartoon, so it's not up for interpretation as much. You know, it's based on a real person, so I'm just trying to figure out how can I have this sim not only emulate Cinderella, but also Brandy to some extent, you know? The eyebrows were very important because when I was looking at the pictures for Brandy as Cinderella, her eyebrows were very thin. And I don't know, maybe it's because of it was the 90s or the time. But I think I nailed the eyebrows, don't you? I think I did. Look at the picture. Those are the same eyebrows. So here I am working on the nose again. I couldn't find, like, her nose is very distinct. It's like button nose, but it's not like pointy. It's not slim. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of explaining that, but you'll see that I go back and forth to the nose and the lips as well, because like I said, we're modeling it off the beautiful Brandy. So I just want to make sure I do it justice, you know? Oh yeah, also the head shape. It was kind of hard. I'm gonna get better at creating the Sims, you know, but like I said, I'm basing it off a real person, so I really want to see Brandy slash Cinderella when I see this sim. And it was, I don't know, I kept going back and forth because I'm like, that doesn't look like Brandy. This doesn't look like Cinderella, but I think I get it at the end. You're gonna have to stick around and let me know. And as you could already tell, the braids. This cannot be Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella without Brandy's famous braids. And I'm so grateful that they actually kept her braids in this movie, you know, because yeah, having straight hair is cool, but the fact that they kept her braids, I love that about the movie. Also, what's your favorite part of the movie? And if you haven't already watched it, please go ahead and head over to Disney Plus or borrow the streaming service from a friend and watch the movie. It's one of my favorite, it is my favorite Cinderella movie. There's so many great numbers, and the fact that it's so diverse. And here I am just trying to pick out her regular everyday clothes that she would wear when she was helping out her stepsisters and her stepmom. I really like the long skirt because I thought it was appropriate to the period, but I wasn't sure about the top. I couldn't really find the top that was both appropriate but also didn't look too modern. I really like that one, but like I wish I could have like a jacket to put over it or something simple. And I ended up picking this one. I think that fits better. I was just playing with the colors, but that color worked. So yeah, back to the movie. It was so ahead of its time. I love it and I applaud it for its diversity. The fact that the mother was black, the prince's mother, played by Whoopi Goldberg, was black. The father was white. The prince was Asian. Brandy was black. Her stepsisters were black and white, and her mother was white. The diversity in this cast, beautiful. The storyline, the set, very whimsical, and I really like that about that movie. And let's not even talk about the musical numbers. Whitney Houston and Brandy, Impossible. Come on now, I know you've heard that song before. Things are happening every day. I think this was the skirt that I ended up going with. And for the shoes, I picked the sandals. I don't know if I go back and forth. And I was trying to find a picture where I see her feet during, like when she was with her sisters. But I couldn't find one. But I do remember she had sandals on. So if I'm wrong, I'll correct it. But I'm sure she had sandals. So I finished her everyday clothes. And of course, I had to create her ball gown. So this was the one gown that I found the closest to the one that we all know Cinderella for. And I wanted her to have long gloves, but because her sleeves on her dress were already long, I decided to go with short gloves. And this is me actually trying to find a tiara, like, because, you know, when she transforms into Cinderella, she has a tiara on, and I couldn't find one for the life of me. So I was like, okay, well, unfortunately, Brandy will not have a tiara, or Cinderella. They're the same person, right? No, they're not. I'm kidding. Let me know what you think so far of this Cinderella. Do you think I captured her essence and who she is? Shout out to the braids, but not only the braids, but the baby hair. Do you see the baby hair in that picture or in that video? And I don't know if I mentioned it, but even though you can't see her shoes when she's transforming into the gown, I still made sure that she had some slippers, but they weren't slippers, heels. Even though I couldn't find glass slippers, I did go ahead and find something that was very similar. If you missed it, go back and watch. And I wanted to keep her braids down for the transformation, but I figured, you know, when she transforms, her hair's up, and this was the only braid or the look I could find that's similar to her look. I really wanted to keep her braids down, but to make it authentic or as close as possible to the movie, I thought it was better if I had her hair up. And Here's a nod to the original Cinderella, whose name is Cinder, last name Ella, so Cinderella. And here are her traits. Do you agree with them, or do you think I could have picked better ones? That was so funny. So yeah, here is Cinderella. I really do hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I'm really trying to get to my first 100 subscribers. If you stuck around to the end and you liked this video, please subscribe and comment your favorite Cinderella moment, your favorite number, and your favorite look. And I will also be playing as Cinderella in future videos, so you definitely want to subscribe for that. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it entertaining. I hope you like my version of Cinderella. I really liked it.